All right. This is the night of, you really had him going. Maybe you shouldn't have hit him with that last joke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We're going to keep it rolling for someone that I've known for a while, but I haven't seen her perform in a while, so I'm excited to see her tonight. Everyone give a warm welcome to Helen Reicher.
There's an entire profession that you can pay to suck your dick, and I bet they do it pretty well because it's like their job and everything. So I don't know where you can find those professionals at Joplin, but you can get them online, I hear. You just dial them up and they'll come up to your house even. But how are you guys doing? I'm excited to be here. I've done comedy about a year, so thanks for having me. Thanks, Parker. This is dope. Good fucking deal, like what, $20 and you get all the dabs you want, and pizza and shit? Yeah. It's fucking cool. We don't got this shit in Kansas. That's where I'm from. Yeah. We have nothing in Kansas. Nothing. There's nothing in Kansas. There's no reason to be there. If you go visit Kansas, just be real careful if you're able to procreate, because that's how a lot of people get stuck there. No, I found out today that I knew I was middle-aged, but like it just really sunk in today that I'm middle-aged. Because I heard this news story and they were like, middle-aged woman, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, 47-year-old, blah, blah, blah. I was like, 47? I'm 47. Shit. I am. I guess hopefully that's halfway done. Dear God. Hopefully I don't have more than 47 more fucking years of this shit. Especially if I'm probably gonna die in fucking Kansas. Like, no. I used to be fucking cool. You know, I used to be cool in the 90s, man, in high school. I had like a biker jacket, long dresses with my combat boots and my sunglasses on inside. I was an asshole, but the kids thought I was cool, okay? Because I knew where all the parties and drugs were. You know, I was dating the pot dealer. I was fucking cool, and now I can't take Dayquil too late in the day, or it gets me all jacked up and I can't sleep. Like, I couldn't party like it's 1999 again. Like, it would kill me. It would kill me if I tried to do that. Now I'm just like a middle-aged accountant. I don't know how it happened. Sneaks up on you, you know. But that's why I do comedy. I'm trying to be cool again. Hope I can be cool and relevant. I love comedy. It's the best high. It is. It's the best high of all the drugs I've done. It is the best high. Like, comedy like gets me off. Like, literally, at least once it has gotten me off. Like, I ate an edible, and then I did a dab for the first time. And I was alone, decided to pleasure myself a little bit. And I started out thinking about the things you normally think about in those moments. And somehow I was on stage at like a sold-out theater with 10,000 people doing like an hour set where every word was just fucking golden, right? It was just all hitting so perfectly, right? And then at the end, they stood up, gave me a standing ovation, and were just like, Helen, Helen, Helen. And I was just like, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, best orgasm I've ever had. Like, partner, alone. Yeah, accounting doesn't quite do that for me. It doesn't quite hit the same. Now, a little more about me. I'm a mother of 4 children. They're grown now, 23 to 28. And I think that makes me uniquely qualified to tell all you people that don't want to have kids. Good call. No, it's not. I really wanted to have, I needed to have children. I wanted to have children. And that's what you got to have for when the bad stuff happens. You got to really want them. Like when your 7-year-old son Googles naked girls. I wasn't ready. I didn't know that they started that young, you know? And I panicked. I didn't know what to say. There was no father in the home. I had to handle this alone. And I just sat him down. I said, look, buddy, all those women that have been abused, and they're on drugs, and they're not really happy to be there. And he said, well, they look pretty happy in the videos. I thought he was just looking at pictures. So I just put a password on the computer and never talked about it again. Then when he was 15, he graduated to sending and receiving naked pictures, which in 2015, they were like cracking down on kids because of child pornography and shit, right? And I didn't know what to do. I couldn't make him stop. And then my friend was like, just randomly start snatching his phone. I was like, I don't know, I don't really want to invade his privacy like that. And then one day I found his phone laying in my bathroom. So you have to understand first, my sons had their own bathroom to be disgusting in. But he liked to shit in mine because it was clean and well stocked. And I was like, well, he invades my privacy. And I opened it up and bam, it was a picture of his dick. I was washed with different emotions. I was obviously angry he took the picture. I was angry he's in my bathroom. But at the same time, I was like, that's my boy. He doesn't take after his father, that's all. And I've received quite a few dick pics in my life. It was a pretty good dick pic. You know, he had good angle, you know, good lighting, perspective with the sink for size. It was a pretty good dick pic. Oh, chef kiss, you know, it was a good dick pic. Mostly I was angry, obviously. And so I go and I find him, he's in his room, and he's playing video games with his friends. These are like some of the joyous moments, really. The silver linings in the darkness is, I got to go in there with his friends and be like, is this a picture of your dick? Did you take a picture of your dick in my bathroom? Was your bathroom not appropriate for the production and distribution of child pornography? You had to use my bathroom? So then I broke the camera on his phone, we never talked about it again. That's my parenting advice. When in doubt, just wait it out. You don't need to talk about it, it'll be fine. That's what therapists are for. Okay, look, a lot of people went through a lot of trouble and time and money to become therapists. Okay, let professionals talk to your kids. You don't know what to say to them. It's fine. Now I do have 4, they're all grown. I got 3 grandchildren now. It's fucking weird. I'm a grandma. I'm a Nene. I made up my own name of one of them bitches. No, like it's really weird. Like all 4 of them are completely different. Like right down to the birth. Like the first one, you know, I was 18. I didn't really know shit, and I was really happy to have her. I just stayed up all night putting her all these different outfits, taking pictures. But about 3 a.m., I decided to go in there and see what damage the little bundle of joy had done. Mistake, ladies. Don't. If you're gonna have to give it a few days before you take a look. Just you're gonna freak yourself out. Went in there with my mirror and I was like, oh my God, that's sticking out a good 3-4 inches. That's never gonna go back in. I called my mom, I was crying, I was like, Mom, it's never gonna go back in there. She's like, it's gonna be fine, you'll breastfeed, you'll do some kegels, it'll go right back up in there. I was like, but it's never gonna look the same. So you just pushed a baby out of your hoo-ha. Why would you think it was gonna look the same? It never did, it's never been the same. The second one, pretty uneventful. When they put her on me, she peed on me. I've never been so happy to be peed on in my life. I was like, she's peeing on me, everybody. I don't know what that was. Hormones. The third one was 11.5 pounds and 23 inches long. Yeah. I just pushed him out like a greased up butterball. Think about that on Thanksgiving. I hope you do. But the fourth one came 15 months later, so he just, like, I didn't even push. I just, like, moved like this, and he just slid out. It was really painful way for him. I mean, it's not awful. I still seem to be able to find men to have sex with it, so it's okay. It's fine. You know, it's like when you go to the store, you get some manager special meat. You know, you take it home, you'll eat it right away. It's got a little brown around the edges. It's still good, you can still eat it. It's kind of like that now. But you know, kids are worth it. They're a joy. No, I got married in June. I'm sorry, you don't have love in your life. No. Sweating. I got married for the 4th time in June. I decided that I might as well try it for love. I also like even numbers for kids, for marriages. Nice balance. The first time I got married, it was because I got pregnant. You know, classic marriage. The second time, I don't know. I had a mental breakdown. My family was scared after that marriage. It's like you secretly marry one toothless meth addict after 6 weeks of dating. Suddenly everyone's concerned about your ability to pick an appropriate partner, you know. I was a little worried too. Once I came out of it, I was a little worried. That one was probably my favorite divorce. because I was pretty sick of this motherfucker after about 3 months, so I went ahead and printed up I do pro se divorces, I just do it myself, no reason to get a lawyer there. There's nothing to fight over, there's no assets. And so I had the paperwork all ready to go, and I was just waiting, I was just waiting for the right moment. And then he tried to blame me for his erectile dysfunction issues. And he said that I was so intimidating that it was emasculating and it made it difficult for him to get an erection. I said, well, quit being a little bitch. It's not my fault you're not a real man. I mean, busted out the divorce papers. I was like, boom, here we go, let's go. We went to Dillon's, got them, it's a grocery store, Kroger. We went to Dillon's, got them notarized, filed it was dope. The third one, I just straight up did it to save taxes. I'm an accountant, like I said, and I crunched the numbers. And he was a dependent, because that's the kind of men I date. And I was gonna save like $5,000. So I was like, let's get married so we can file married. And so I didn't have a wedding. I had a wedding with the first one. I wasn't gonna invite everybody to watch me tell yet another man I was gonna be with him for the rest of my life. Also, I didn't really know how to theme it, like where the invitation was gonna be like, we crunch the numbers, come on down. Gift bags just be like a red line stapler and some pencils. Placemats just be a printout of the spreadsheet of the cost analysis of married versus not married. Bride and groom just like two people in like smart business wear. Very romantic. No. We just went to Colorado. That's how I got married the second time too. It is disgustingly easy to get married in Colorado. It's like $30 fucking, and you walk in there and you pay them and you say some shit and you leave and you're married. Yeah, it's way too easy. And we went in the mountains, got high, said some shit, but no wedding. This time I had a wedding. It was a small wedding, but I got married for love. Yay! Yeah, it's great. I'm not a very mushy person. I'm not a very lovey-dovey, mushy person, but I did cry tears of joy. Yeah. My first wedding, I was crying, but it was because I was terrified. Like, I don't want to do this. But it was a different kind of tears. But no, my partner, he's, I hear a lot of men talk about how, like, they like to say that they're really lesbian on the inside, which really just means they like to fuck women and they like to eat pussy. That's what that means, right? Usually, when men say it. But I think my husband might actually be a man with a lesbian on the inside. I'm just saying, like, mainly because I see a lot of lesbian content on the internet, and they're talking about how different it is to be with a woman when they were with men before. And I'm like, I really relate to a lot of this. But yeah, I mean, he does most of the cleaning and cooking, and I'm the one that helps out sometimes. It's pretty cool. Plus, he does eat pussy really well. So, and I've been with women, so I know the difference. I have in my life. I mean, I know it's shocking looking at me that I have slept with women. But you're probably like, a husband? 4 of them? What? No, I just leave the women alone now, though, because I'm just going to disappoint them. Like, I can't have sex anymore. I got, like, carpal tunnel, which, if you don't know, is like the ED for lesbians. Yeah, and then, like, men, you might not know this. Women, I don't know. It's easier to be on bottom as a woman. I'm just going to say it. We do, like, you don't just necessarily have to lay there. It's just easier, okay? Because even on bottom as a man, you still have to move, and I have, like, sciatica, and I'm tired, and it's just a lot more work. It's a lot more work to do it the way I want to do it properly. And then I am not a cuddly, emotional person. I don't want to hear about your fucking day. Unless you got a problem I need to solve. I'm very, like a dude like that. And yeah, so what the fuck do I might as well just date a man. I don't have no money. I got nothing to offer a woman. I have but disappointment. That's what I have to offer a woman. But I don't know if it's just me and like because I like dated crazy people, but like I would say like 3% of the men I dated stalked me, but 3/5 of the women, I've been with 5 women, 3 of them stalked me. So I don't know if it's just the type I have. Yeah, women stalk different too. I don't know if you've been stalked by both genders, but like women want you to know they're stalking, at least in my experience. They're like, I see you. Yeah. right here, motherfucker! They drive by your house playing music. They want you to know. Guys, they're a little bit sneaky to where you fucking can't prove it was them. You know, like one guy took all the stuff out of my glove box. And I can't prove it was, I knew it was that motherfucker, but I couldn't prove it. And he's just like, that bitch is just crazy. You know, I ain't doing shit. But I knew it was him. I know it was him. I guess I'm just that fucking good. They can't leave now. I did have a real problem with just like dating losers. I don't know why. A lot of alcoholics. Like I think just about every adult relationship I've had was with an alcoholic and sometimes an addict on top of that. I thought about, for a little while, I thought about offering my services kind of like a drug sniffing dog, but like an alcoholic sniffing person, like you bring your family member to me, you know, male, female, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. And if I'm even remotely attracted, it's probably time you got on some help. Thought about like just hanging outside the AA meetings or rehab or something. Just while they're catching them on the upswing, you know. But no, I had to actively work to stop just falling in love with losers. Like, it's really hard. But I got to where I had like a set of questions I would ask them. Like the first one was, are you a Joe Rogan fan? And no shade to Joe Rogan fans, I'm just saying we're probably not going to be compatible romantically. That's all I'm saying. Was that a light? Were you taking a picture? Okay, I don't know, I'm blind. Anyway. So are you a Joe Rogan fan? The other one is like, do you have a mental illness? And if yes, what is it? Is it diagnosed? What are you doing about it? Like, it's not necessarily I'm not going to knock them out. I just want to know. I want to know if they're crazy, if my crazy are going to get along. And then, are you an alcoholic? Have you ever been accused of being an alcoholic? Have you ever been to jail or prison? Yeah, that's on the list too. And if yes, why? You know, because some things, you know, like if you went to jail for protesting or, I don't know, maybe you got a DUI in your 20s, whatever, you know. But some people, there was a guy that the first person I really tried this on, it worked beautifully. I picked him up in front of a house he said was his brother's that he was staying with to help with the kids, just like on the sidewalk. And we just kind of hung out in my car and I asked him the questions. Turns out he had to drink like a fifth of whiskey a day just to not get the shakes and had recently been in prison for armed robbery. You know, so I was like, well, it's time to go home. You know, I just kicked him out. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to smell you. I don't want to touch you because I'm going to fall in love. No. No more strays. No more strays. But no, then I just stayed single for a while and met my husband now, who is actually crazy. He's schizophrenic. But it's pretty hot, you know, because I'm crazy. You know, and it's not just men, or it's not just women. Men are also better in bed when they're crazy. When you get too crazy together, it's really hot. So, you know. I tried to like see if there was some porn on that, like a little schizo on schizo, some bipolar gangbang. But you can't look at porn in Kansas anymore, so I don't know if you know that. I don't know. I haven't looked it up in a while. I'm in a happy relationship and getting sex all the time. I only do that shit when I'm single and getting laid. But last time I went to look over a year and a half ago, you could, like, it was blocked because you're in Kansas. Like, I'm sure you, like, if you're a porn connoisseur, you can still dig for it and find some shit, but I'm not, like, that into it. And the funny thing is, like, nobody in Kansas is talking about it. Like, if they banned porn here, would there be people around going, man, I can't get on porn anymore? Yeah, nobody in Kansas nobody's posting about it, nobody's talking about it, nobody's complaining about it. We're all just walking around, not able to look at porn. No one's saying shit. It's weird. We're repressed. We're repressed in Kansas. We were talking earlier about how, like, there was this thing, 18 to 21-year-olds are fucking less. You know, they're like, 48% of them haven't had sex in the last year or something. And I was like, good, because that's all they were doing when I was a kid in Kansas, man. There was like every one of our high schools had daycares in it in the 90s. All of them. Like they were, my 8th grade best friend got pregnant and her 7th grade like sister at the same time and gave them up for adoption. It was shit, it was wild. That's all they were doing was fucking and making a bunch of babies. Because there ain't nothing else to do, because it's fucking Kansas. No, I really hate Kansas. I'm sorry. Calm down. I don't know. I went faster than I thought I was going to. So I don't fuck women too. I'm telling you, I cannot satisfy a woman, I'll admit it. The last time I tried, I came so fast, and then I rolled over, and I said, "Did you come?" And she said, "Mm-hmm." Just so you know, if they, and first of all, you have to ask. Probably didn't happen, but if they go, and then I just immediately fell asleep. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I had to suppress, like, I have a part of me that's like, dude, I'd say like 30% dude, you know, like 70-30, and like, he's a real fucking pig. He is just, like, he doesn't care about women and what they're thinking and what their hobbies are or anything. He's like, are they hot? Ugh. It's just fucking gross. I had to like work on and suppressing all that. Like, I was in Columbia, Missouri once, and I was traveling, and I was at the college. I was delivering DoorDash, and there was all these really beautiful like college girls and stuff, and I wasn't thinking like, I wonder what they're studying, you know? I wanted to yell out my window, "Where's the slut party at?" But you can't do that. That's not right. So, but like the female side of me is like a feminist, so it's like, always arguing with myself on the inside. No. I've stamped him down. He's shut up. He's in the, he peeks up a little every once in a while. I'm like, get back there, bitch, get out of here. No. I just leave them alone. I recommend, like, if you can't, if you know you're not going to be able to satisfy them, just leave them alone. That's probably that's the best advice I have for men. You know, if you're not going to be able to satisfy them in any way, just leave them alone. Or pay them, like I was suggesting. There's a whole profession, I'm telling you. Whole profession. They're very good at their jobs, and you know, they got to pay their rent. So that's a good way to go. And they probably would enjoy it if you went fast. They still get their $100. You know, what's the matter with that? No. I recently, like, I get hit on by young people a lot. I don't know if it's because they think I'm younger or if it's like the whole cougar thing, but I know that they don't know what they're hitting on. Like, I may have the skin of a woman in her 30s, but I have the bladder of a woman, a middle-aged woman who's given birth to 4 children. It's a little lesson. When some women get older, especially when they've had 4 kids, they can develop a slight incontinence issue. And I'm not talking about anything crazy like a full-fledged, like, diaper, right? It's a pee pad. I call it a pee pad. It's a pee pad. Like right now, I'm wearing a pee pad. So if you see me sneeze or laugh or cough, for sure, I will not be doing any dabs. I'll tell you that. I'm probably peeing my pants. Just a little bit, maybe a lot, who knows. And I just don't think that's the kind of squirter the kids are into. My name is Helen Reicher, guys. Thank you very much.